Happy Wednesday. So, if you have an opportunity, whoever is watching this, I'm going to be sharing my story today at Up Late in Washington State. It's a Zoom. It's at 9 p.m. Washington State time. To get into it is spsana.org, and you would click on the Up Late in Washington State. I don't know why I'm yelling. Let's see if I can do it like this. Yeah, that's not better. It's gonna have to be better. So there we go. My bad. So yeah, spsana.org, Up Late in Washington State, 9 p.m. I'll be sharing my story. And we could always use the support. If you come in and you're a bomber, or you come in and you're fucking around, they'll just give you the boot. I'm cheering tonight too, I guess. So it'd be awesome to have some support there. And you can hear my story. If you've been following me on this, you've already heard my story. But little backstory here is that meeting I had a challenge with, based on my bad behaviors not too long ago, maybe like 7 or 8 months ago. And I was basically, ran out of that meeting. My own behaviors did that, and then some others. But for the most part, I've been scared to go to that meeting, and I've gone a couple times. I went last week because I was going through it. And, when there's a thing about fear, that, you go into it, it's false evidence appearing real. Sometimes there's some healthy fears, but for the most part, I've gone in a couple times, and one of the chair people there, they kept asking me, hey, when are you going to come back? When are you going to come back? When are you going to come back? So I've gone in, and then, last week, they said, hey, when are you going to share your story here? I said, you know what? When asked, I have to do it. It's one of the things that I told myself I'd do, so you tell me when. And they said, how about next week? And I said, okay. And then they texted me yesterday, and they said, you're chairing too. And I'm like, what? But that's fine. Service, right? So, yeah. It's off the cuff always, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. I feel great today. I've gone through it. I've shared about it on here. I've shared about it in meetings. Loosening my grip, trusting in my higher power, reading the Bible, all of it. The whole nine, working out, everything. Talking to my sponsee, talking to my sponsor, talking to, my home group, sharing everything from wanting to drink and not, to pouring out alcohol that was in the house that, was in the house. The whole nine. I've done it all. And work step, the whole everything. And make no mistake, that's one of the reasons I feel like I do today. I feel fit. I feel spiritually fit. I feel connected with my higher power, God. I feel like my cup is full. I feel like the reason I'm saying my cup is full is because God always fills my heart with love. And I've heard some stuff that has really given me a different perspective, and I'm stressed to the fucking max. I'm worried about my rent, I'm worried about my bills, I'm worried about all of it. And then to top it off, I get out of the gym, now I get into my car, and this ain't my car. My work was nice enough to let me use this car while my car is getting a tire put on, and I just got, if you go back 7 months, I'm good. like praying for a tire, and then my tires were replaced, and now I need a new one, and I can't afford it. You know, that's the reality of it. But I can't afford not to go to work. So, and here I still feel good. I trust, you know. Worried about food, everything, man. I think what happened is I was stressed over a person, and then all this financial shit happened. My tire blew, my financials, my rent, and that put perspective on like really what I need to stress over. And it really took me, like, I was so stressed about everything that the only thing that felt like scrolling didn't feel good, going to the gym for 3 hours didn't feel good, going into meetings didn't feel good. So I just read the Bible. And you know, that may not be your spiritual thing, and that's fine. Read Dianetics, read whatever. Read something that connects you to your higher power. If it's nature, read a nature fucking book. But when you're reading and you're connecting with your higher power, for me it's God. It really took away the stress, a lot of it. And fuck, man, it was talking about famine and starvation in there, and I'm like, what the? But what I realized is that everything comes back tenfold. You know, like nothing is that as bad as it could be. And so the biggest thing for me is loosening my grip. That has really helped me out. But I had to go through some shit in order to realize that, like, when the pain is that strong, when the pain is strong enough, we eventually will loosen our grip. And when we loosen our grip, we fucking wake up. Like, I prayed and everything. I woke up like, oh, okay, I'm not tripping anymore. So recovery is a trip. It's such a trip, because everything I'm sharing right now has to do with recovery as well. Like, I have recovery as a tool. It can't be the only thing though. Like, going to the gym isn't like in the literature. Going to church also isn't in the literature. Literature meaning NA literature, or AA literature for that matter. For those of you who want to separate the two. To me, they're the same. And this isn't a knock on anything, but we're all addicts. Whether you're addicted to alcohol or you're addicted to fucking whatever else. To me, alcohol is a drug. Some people would differ from that, but so are cigarettes, so is every, you know, like, but so is relationships, so is gambling, so is binge watching TV. It's all fucking a drug to me. And if it's making my life unmanageable, I need some tools to help me get through it. And I need all of it. Like, I'm an all-in kind of person, so like I go full blast. I was full blast when it came to my drug use. I was full blast when it came to drinking alcohol. I was full blast when it came to being a shithead. I'm full blast. So I might as well be full blast when it comes to saving my own life. That's a recommendation I have to anybody who's watching this. Be full blast. If like you went all in and you had one gear in your addiction, then treat your life that way. Wake up fucking extra early and go fucking do something for yourself. You know, I've connected with nature and all that shit, man, and I'll share about that if you decide to come to my thing. And if you haven't come to that in a long time, it'd be nice to go to it. If you haven't been to a meeting in a long time, go to this one. We could use the support. And log in as a different name and don't share your screen. I don't give a fuck. Go in. Life is exactly the way it's going to be. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it feels like long. And sometimes it feels fast. But I didn't have anything growing up to cope with anything. And make no mistake, at 15, that's when I started using drugs. pot and all that shit. And that's because I didn't, when the video games weren't enough, the partying replaced that because of like what happened when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then I just always went to the next level. And so I'm just trying to take that same approach to life, man. I woke up like, oh hell no. And that's, anytime I do that, I'm fucking already getting my shit on. There's gonna be a time my knees don't work. There's gonna be a time my shoulders don't work. My fucking elbows are fucked. There will be that time. And when that happens, I'm gonna look back and say, well, I don't regret giving it my all when I had the chance. And I don't know, I've been watching a lot of videos where they say when you take care of yourself the way I'm doing it, you extend your life exponentially. They say if you have big fucking, thighs, in terms of working them out, quads, and all that shit. I think that's what they're called. Traps or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the names of the muscles. When you work those out and you get them big, you extend your life. And I don't see how that can't be the case. I don't see how studies 20 years from now are going to show that working out was the wrong thing to do. Eating right was the wrong thing to do. I've never heard that study. But I see all of these people that have done it, and they're in their fucking 60s, and they look amazing. And I see people my age that gave up a long time ago, like I almost did. But it's never too late, man. It's never too late. So, I'm in a good place, like on all levels. I know why I'm better, and it sucks that that's why I'm better. This door is still fucking open, and well, I just fucking love that house. So, anyways, that's all I got. I'd love to support anybody watching this that's like one of my subscribers. It'd be cool to just know that I get 3 or 4 views on here, like to have all 3 or 4 of you guys on that meeting tonight at 9 p.m. as a support. That'd be cool. But I know there's going to be at least 20 people on there, so I don't need it, but it'd be cool to have the same people who've been watching me like every day come up on here and support me there too. And who knows, maybe share some shit you got going on. That'd be fucking even better. I'd love that too. Anyways, looks like I'm about to be there early. So yeah, I love you guys. Shayna, Andrew, Grayson, Lucy, Aaliyah, Lainey. I might be long gone when you're watching this video. You might go on this mission to watch all my videos because you miss me. I love you guys. I love all of you guys. Like, Aaliyah, just because like you're not biologically mine doesn't mean that I don't love you like you are. You're going through some shit right now. You're gonna remember this. So I hope that you're watching this specifically, because I know you're going through some things right now, and I know that every once in a while you do watch these, and I know that when you get older you'll understand why I loved you the way I did, and I just love everything about you, and I do my best to give you the space that I feel you need. But anyways, So just know that like you're amazing. You know, you're amazing. Lainey, if you're watching this, I love how much you love me. Like, I cried when I dropped you off. You know, we were watching that horror movie, The Wolfman, and you wanted to you'd let me in back in that house, and he was turning into that fucking beast. And like, you've been like there for me, and you're so young. So, alright guys, I'm out.